Welcome to Tampa Talk Sports Talk, everybody. I am your host, James Keto, and it is Friday, and we vibing, and we vibing, and we vibing. You want to know why? You want to know why? It's because football's less than 24 hours away. Also, the weekend's here. NFL, a little bit longer than 24 hours, but it doesn't matter. COVID cases are down, unless we're talking about college football. Halloween parties struck, but we'll talk about that later. We have a big show for you guys today. We have a big show. We have a new segment called Facts or Fiction. We'll get into that later, but we know what y'all are all here for. All these fucking nerds watch the beginning of the video just to hit up my fantasy talk because I've been fucking slinging it out of the fucking pot. Alright? Waiver wires. Hit up your fucking waiver wires, boys. You ready? Austin fucking Hooper. One more time. Austin fucking Hooper. One more time for the people over here. Austin fucking Hooper. I'm going to tell you why. With Odell shit on my chest, Beckham out. With, injury for the rest of the season. Austin Hooper's targets have been through the roof. Alright? Here's another little fact for you. Texans in the last 3 games have gave up 3 touchdowns to tight ends. Every single week. This whole NFL season. The Texans have given up over 7 touchdowns to tight ends. That's the most in the league. I'm a firm believer in fucking streaks. Streaks don't die. Neither will this. Pick up Austin Hooper off the waiver wire. Rostering in 45.6% of ESPN fantasy leagues. Pick his ass up. I'm telling you guys. Thank you guys for believing me. I'm not even going to try to make you guys believe me. You guys know, fucking run the fantasy wires if your tight end sucks cock this week. Also, another tight end to look out for, Dallas fucking Goedert. Eagles fan, diehard Eagles fan. I know what I'm going to be expecting against this Giants team. Absolute mediocrity. But guess what? He will get targeted in the fucking red zone. I'm guessing he's going to get 2 touchdowns. Dallas Goedert and Carson Wentz's, chemistry have gone through the roof over the past 2 years since he's been on the team. With Zach Ertz injured, I see Dallas Goedert being a big plus. Also, with Alshon Jeffrey back, might want to pick him up too if he's on the league, but usually someone's already picked him up by now. Alshon Jeffrey's back, going to be a big distraction. Look for Dallas Goedert on, the 3rd and longs. Or maybe the 3rd and goals, a little play action to the tight end. I'm telling you, he's going to be having a big week. Pick him up. Now, I'm not all positive show over here. We're going to fucking sit some people. First person to sit is Robert Tonyan. Okay? This is why. Green Bay Packers tight end. This is why. He's just not being targeted, man. Jaguars have only allowed 4 touchdowns to tight ends this season. That's not a lot, all right? The tight end coverage is insane in Jacksonville, even though the team is shit. Also, in the past 4 games, he's only had 35 yards. Not impressive at all. Do not fucking start him. Sit his ass down. I don't know what's going on with Aaron fucking Rodgers over there in Green Bay and Robert Tonyan, but it's not looking too good. Now, watch this be the week he pops off? Maybe. But I would sit his ass for either Austin Hooper or Dallas Goedert. Do not start him. Also, the man of my fantasy team. I've had him every single year I've ever played fantasy. And this is going on 6 years. Adam fucking Thielen. Sit his ass. Don't start him. Sit him down. Sit him down. He needs a fucking refresher. Alright? Dalvin Cook has been fucking carrying that offense on his back. Kirk Cousins has been looking shit. That's why they've been fucking running the ball. All right? They play the Chicago Bears. On Monday night. The Bears' defense against the running game has been mediocre. It's been good, but it hasn't been, it's been bad, but it hasn't been too bad. But you're going to especially see Dalvin Cook eat, just like he's been doing the past 3 fucking weeks. He's a risky sit. Because, he is also a star wide receiver. Justin Jefferson also has been getting the ball a lot more than Adam Thielen, a lot more targets than him. That's also because Adam Thielen's the number 1 wide receiver, and he gets covered by the number 1 cornerback. Justin Jefferson is just going to run all around the Bears defense. Sit Adam Thielen. As much as it hurts me, his ass is on my bench. His ass is on the bench on my team. And that's just the way it is, guys. We will come back on Tuesday, popping fucking bottle of champagne when all of these fucking hit. And except for these two, because these two aren't going to hit. They're just going to have no points. But we're going to celebrate that too. I'm on a streak, guys. You gotta fucking listen to me. Thursday night's game. Now, what a fucking roller coaster, alright? The spread was like 1 point each, so it was a pick'em game, basically. To be honest, I thought the Titans were gonna fucking smoke out the Colts. But, you know what happens? When every time when you think someone's gonna win by a blowout, does it ever fucking happen in the NFL? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Titans came out there swinging. Came out there slugging. Alright? Held Derrick Henry down. Second best rushing defense in the league. That's just the way it is. I told y'all on Tuesday, you got to look at the first couple drives and then you're going to make your bet. I picked the Colts overall. What happened? A 34-17 fucking victory. The Titans did not score in the second half. They went into the locker room and said, okay, how can we fuck this up? And that's exactly what they fucking did. Colts come out, block a punt, Phillip Rivers throwing it. Himes was his fucking birthday, scores 2 touchdowns. Fucking electric factory over in Indianapolis. Titans lose the division. Now they're one game behind the division. Sucks for them, but they'll be in the playoffs. They're a good team. But yeah, that was a mediocre fucking play. I thought the Colts were going to win by a field goal. Ended up winning by like fucking 13 points, which was insane. My picks for the week, boys. Now, we're on a fucking hot streak. 17-3, 17-4. I think we're 17-4. But does that fucking matter? We're on fire right now, guys. We're on absolute fire. You got to lock with my picks. You got to place bets with my picks. I'm telling you, this is the way to go. Now, our first game of my picks, my games of the week. We have the Seahawks versus the Los Angeles Rams. In the NFC West, this division is fucking stacked. Any team could be in the playoffs. Right now, if the playoffs ended today, 3 teams from the NFC West would be in the playoffs. The Rams, the Seahawks, and the Cardinals. Stacked division. San Francisco, just hurting with injuries right now. But, like I was saying, definitely this is going to be a good game. You're going to see Russell Wilson go off. You're going to see the Rams try to come back, but just not have enough time. The Rams wins this year have been on teams under 500. Every single win they've had. Now, coincidence? I think not. I think this Rams have just gotten lucky with the schedule when they play a real powerhouse team like the Seattle Seahawks, especially coming from an embarrassing loss against the goddamn Buffalo Bills last week. I'm telling you, they're going to come back strong. Russell Wilson's going to come back strong, and I'm picking the Seattle Seahawks to fucking beat the Los Angeles Rams by at least 7 points. Now, it's probably going to be more than 7 points. But I just see every time this fucking Seahawks team loses, they always come back strong in the next week. Just like the Buccaneers for some reason. But like I said, this game is going to be an electric factory. It's a must watch. You guys got to watch this game. I got the Seattle Seahawks getting the fucking dub. Next game, Pittsburgh versus the Braves. Not Pittsburgh. Fucking that's neck. Absolute neck. The Patriots versus the Ravens. Now you're like, Jimmy, what is this game? This game isn't good enough. The reason why I'm picking it is because Cam Newton said something. He's tired of losing. Every week is a new week in the Patriots organization. Now, that's what Cam Newton said. That's what Bill Belichick said. So I think this is going to be the new start for them. Are they going to go positive? Are they going to be in the playoffs? Possibly. Are they going to win the division? Probably not. They're going to shoot for the wild card because the Buffalo Bills look really good right now. But this game, Cam Newton versus Lamar Jackson, 2 running quarterbacks. Cam Newton has been doing unsatisfactory lately. You know, he got the award for most disappointment through the first 8 weeks. He's aiming for the Comeback Player of the Year award. He is aiming for that. He's not going to get it because that's based on story. But in our show, he's aiming for the Comeback Player of the Year award. The Jimmy, you got proven wrong award. Cam Newton's headed for that spot. After that win into the Jets last week, you know, everybody's like, oh, it's the fucking Jets. Well, guess what, guys? A win's a win in the NFL, even if it's against an 0-9 team or if it's against a 9-0 team. A win is a win. Patriots are looking decent. Jacoby Myers, my sleeper pick of last week, is going to go off. You got, now on the other side of the ball, you have the Ravens. The Ravens lost to... they beat the fucking brakes out of the Colts last week. That's why I think the short week for the Colts helped them out beat the Titans. But they beat the fucking brakes off the Colts last week. It was not even a competition. Lamar Jackson, I think, is going to do good this game. Look for a shootout. The defense aren't really there for these two teams. But look for a fucking shootout. Look for Lamar Jackson having a lot of yards. Look for Jacoby Myers being hit up again. Look for Cam Newton also having at least 2 rushing touchdowns. These are little side bets y'all can do. But, like I said, who am I going to pick this game to win this game? You already fucking know. I'm getting the Baltimore Ravens. It's going to be a close game, I believe. It's going to be a really close game. It's Sunday Night Football. I think the Ravens are just overall the better team, and that makes sense because, you know, the Patriots, who do they fucking have? I'm telling you right now, though, it's going to be a close game. It's going to come down to the fucking wire. It's not going to be like last week's Sunday Night Football when they won by 30 fucking points. This game is going to be a good game, and strap in your seatbelt because I'm ready for a good one. Like I said, Lamar Jackson, Cam Newton's going to go dot for dot on offense. It's really going to come down to whoever can stop, have the most 3 and outs is probably going to lose the game. That's just how it's going to work. And it's not going to be 3 and outs because of the defense. It's going to be 3 and outs because of the quarterbacks. This is basically a prove-it game for both quarterbacks. If you're looking at if I'm looking at it in their perspective, you got Lamar Jackson, who people saying aren't doing as good as last year, coming off that MVP season, and then you have Cam Newton, who's coming off and trying to prove it to everyone that he's still there. This is a prove-it game. I'm excited for this game. Next game, we have the Monday Night Football. We have the Minnesota Vikings versus Chicago Bears. All right. We have Big Dick Nick versus Dalvin Cook, to be honest. Everybody else on the Minnesota team offense isn't really good. The offensive line is impeccable. But, you know, Justin Jefferson, Kirk Cousins is not doing that great. Adam Thielen's not seeing the ball that much. Honestly, I see Justin Jefferson going off. I see Dalvin Cook eating like he usually does against this struggling mediocre. Like, when I say mediocre, I don't mean like mediocre as in bad. I mean mediocre as in like, if it's 3rd and long, they're going to let them get the 3rd and long. Like, they're going to keep the offense, and they're going to keep the other team. The defense is going to keep the other team in the game instead of shutting it out. But my definition of a good defense is absolutely just not letting the team score at all, which I know it's hard to do in the NFL. But when it comes, the Bears defense have I don't even know how many drives they've run against them. But the percentage is, the opposite team scores 64% of the time against the Bears defense. Bears defense isn't doing that good. With that said, I have the Minnesota Vikings winning this game. Now, you're like, Jimmy, you're picking the favorites here. Am I, though? Honestly, the spread is actually, the money is towards the Bears in this game. I don't think, the Sharps in Vegas don't think the Minnesota Vikings can keep a 3-game win streak, which, to be honest, do you see any connection with the 2-game win streak they have right now? It's Dalvin Cook. The Bears can stop Dalvin Cook and pressure Kirk Cousins to throw it to either Adam Thielen or Justin Jefferson or anybody else on that fucking team. They're going to win because Kirk Cousins can't handle the pressure. Oh, Monday Night Kirk is back. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Fuck that. Kirk Cousins has never been back. I think he got way too much money. Now, on the opposite side of the ball, Nick Foles. Nick Foles hasn't been connecting really the game. It was kind of a shitty game. They got the piss beaten out of them against Tennessee. They're going to come back. They're going to try to look for a little dub. They're going to try to stay alive in this playoff push to win the division. Right now, Green Bay Packers is just dominating. But, like I said, they're going to try to win, try to come back. It's going to be a good Monday Night Football game. I'm happy for the NFL actually putting good games together. back in fucking July where they made the schedule. Now, because you'll never expect, like we'll have like a last night's game on paper, last Sunday night's paper, game on paper looks really good. Saints Bucks, but then you'll have the piss beating out of the fucking Bucks. Well, anyways, like I said, this is gonna be a fucking good game. Look for look for Justin Jefferson. Also, I would sit Adam Thielen. We talked about this earlier. Sit Adam fucking Thielen. All right, boys. We have a new segment on the goddamn show. It's called Facts or Fictions. Basically, is as simple as fucking this. A question comes up, we answer it. Do we think it's going to be a factual statement, or do we think it's going to be a fucking lie? Fibs or the truth? Facts or fiction? I'm excited. Let's look at the first question. Aaron Rodgers having 4 or more touchdowns. Now, here's a little fucking snippet for you. Rodgers has thrown 4 touchdowns in 4 games this season. Most of any quarterback. Consistent. That's what it is. Consistent. He has gone a 4-touchdown game, off 4 touchdowns. 4-touchdown game, off 4 touchdowns. Last week he threw 4 touchdowns. So is this a risky pick? Kinda. Because, from the stats, it shows us that he's going to throw maybe a 3 or 2. I'm thinking he's going to throw a 4 against this fucking Jacksonville D. Now, yes, I said to sit the tight end. That's because he won't be getting the ball. It's going to be everyone else. Fucking Devontae Adams, fucking the running back. It's going to be everyone else. Aaron Rodgers is going to fit it right in the fucking breadbasket, just like he usually does. I say this is absolutely a fact for Week 10. Aaron Rodgers plus 4 fucking touchdowns, or 4 more touchdowns. That's basically what it is. Jags, though, here's a little snippet for the Jags defense if you don't think this is going to happen. Another thing that supports this is the Jags have given the QBs the most touchdowns in the NFL. Now, that means is a running back that doesn't count as a QB touchdown. So passing touchdowns thrown against Jacksonville, they're number 1 in the NFL. So, like I said, 4 or 5 ton a day for fucking Aaron Boy Rodgers. Next question. Fact or fiction? Brady and the Bucks will win by plus 13. Now, you usually say, the Bucks, after a fucking disappointing against the Giants, disappointing game, shouldn't have happened, shouldn't have been that close. You think, okay, they're going to come back and it's going to be a competitive game against the Saints. They get the breaks beaten the fuck off of them. Breaks beating the fuck off of them. And that's just how it is. The Bucks can never beat the Saints. But, after a terrible loss, Tom Brady this year is 3-0 coming off a game he loses by 7 or more. He is 3-0. Coincidence? I think not. This will be the 4-0. He lost by like 26 touchdowns last week. So this is a definite loss because of that. Also, Brady, this in his season, in his career, every time he has played the Carolina Panthers, he has beaten them by plus 13 points or more, by 2 scores or more. And it happened this year with the Bucks. It happened when he was in Patriotsville up there in fucking Massachusetts. I'm telling you right now, the signs are looking good for a little fact. Carolina is 0-5, coming off a after coming off losing by 3 or more. You know what happened last week? They lost by 3 to the Kansas City Chiefs. You know where I'm going for this. It is going to be a fact. I think Tom Brady is going to score 13 or more points. He's going to throw 3 or more touchdowns, and they're going to win by 13 or more points. Look for the defense to be alive. Look for everything. Look for them to have a full recovery from last week's ass whooping. That's just the final straw. That's basically what it is. The goddamn trash people. These motherfuckers have all goddamn day, guys. It is 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and they're fucking here dumping my trash cans out. I don't get the schedule. I'm going to be in contact with the supervisor. This is fucking brutal. What is this, like the 8th episode in a row? Anyways, what I was saying is the fact is that Brady is just looking good. The stats are looking good. The Bucks looking for a win. To just shut the fucking haters up. I swear to God, I've seen more. Now, I'm not a Bucks fan, by the way. I am a Bucks fan, but I'm a diehard Eagles fan first. I'll root for the Bucks unless they're playing the Eagles. But what I was saying on ESPN, I've seen so many people, Oh, the Bucs aren't as promised. The Bucs are falling apart. All this shit. Look for Brady to shut them the fuck up and give this a big old fact that Bucs will win by plus 13. Next, fact or fiction? Steelers are going 9-0. They play the Bengals this week. Bengals have always played the Steelers good, even though they haven't, they're not a good team. They've always played the Steelers good, man. Honestly, what I think this is fiction. I think this is going to be the first game the Steelers fucking lose. Now, I always back the Steelers. I have backed the Steelers every fucking game this year. Except for, every game. I backed them every game and they've won every game. This is the game I don't back them on. And this is why. Big Ben has gotten a week off of rest with COVID shit. He hasn't tested positive yet, but he's still in protocol and quarantine. They will test him on Saturday to see if he can play on Sunday. So if they don't have Ben, who the fuck are you going to have? Duck Hodges or Mason Rudolph, whatever the fuck his name is. He gets his helmet beaten by him. But anyways, the Bengals. Anyways, back to the Steelers. Yeah, so you might not have Big Ben. The offense won't be there. I'm telling you, they almost lost to the Cowboys last week, and they will almost lose to the Bengals. Well, no, they will lose to the Bengals this week. They will go 9-1. I wouldn't be mad if I'm a Steelers fan. I think this is fiction because of that. Also, Joey Burrow loves a little good rivalry. He always has, ever since he's in college. He knows how much this win would mean to the fucking Bengals organization, the Bengals fans. He's all about the fan. He's a people's person. He cares about the people. I'm gonna tell you right now, he's gonna come slug it out. He's gonna come and he's gonna throw like 4 touchdowns. Now, do I think this is gonna be a blowout? No, but it's gonna be a close but not close game. As in, the score will be close, but you're gonna obviously tell that the Bengals are gonna win this game. So no, this is not gonna happen. Steelers are not gonna go 9-0. This is complete fiction. But that is the show, boys. I also wanted to call you here a little early because, short show, because we got shit to do, we're all about it. But thank you guys to my Reddit peeps. I posted my show on Reddit and it absolutely blew up. I appreciate every fucking one of y'all. I love how you guys are watching the show, man. Thank y'all, man. I love the support I'm getting. I love it. If the numbers just fucking blew up like a goddamn bomb, I love it. Imagine what marketing can do for your show, Jimmy. Yeah, I know. But thank you guys for enjoying the show. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this one. Hopefully y'all bet on your picks. Remember, bet responsibly. Only bet what you're willing to lose. Only bet what you're willing to lose. Don't go fucking bankrupt because you think Johnny fucking Bravo is going to score 5 touchdowns and he scores 0. And then you lose your fucking house. So don't fucking do that. Also, drink responsibly because you're going to be with your boys, watching football, watching sports on Sunday. Drink responsibly, bet responsibly, have fun. NFL's all about fun. I know they try to make it, all this, they try to make you emotional. Just enjoy it. Thank you guys for enjoying the show. Thank you guys for watching. I love y'all to death. I appreciate every single one of you. Like and comment, subscribe. You already know the fucking deal. I appreciate the ones who have commented. I appreciate the new viewers. Thank you for joining the ride, and we're only going up from here, boys. That is Talks, baby. Tampa Talks, Sports Talk, Tampa Talks, Sports Talk, show.